Welcome everybody, welcome to a brand new stream from Kendo Tips. If you're new here, my name is Jose. I am a Yondang in Kendo, and today we're going to have fun. We're gonna talk and watch some Kendo together. Thank you very much for passing by. Hi Pokemon and Jan. I'm so glad to have you here. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for saying hello in the chat. If you're here, please let me know you're here, so that way I can say hi to you. Jan, tell me, or Pokemon, tell me, how is the chat speed when it comes to me saying something, you writing it, me getting it, you reading it, all that. Let's do a little bit of a system check, if you don't mind. And Theo, welcome to the chat. Thank you for passing by. Let me tell you the plan for today. So I've been wanting to watch these videos with you that I have in my computer for a little bit of a while, but the 8-Dan championship came up, and then we watched the 8-Dan championship together. So yeah, so like today is the week where I want to share that with you. I have that, and I have a special video that I want to share with my Jordan hype people that I know a lot of 1, 2, 3 stars. Okay, I said please say okay, 1, 2, 3 start. That's what Jan told me to say. 1, 2, 3 start. Now. Okay, so I'm guessing you're timing it up. So yeah, let me know how that went. Test. Good. Yeah, I got it. I think we're good. I think speed-wise it's somewhat decent. I found a setting on YouTube that supposedly, so there is a delay. Is there a big delay, or it's a little bit faster than it's been before? I know you're spoiled with Twitch, but let me tell you why I didn't do Twitch today. So last week on my stream, I did the multi-stream, and for some reason the stream didn't save in YouTube, so it's gone. I didn't want to like download it from Twitch and then repost it on YouTube, because then it would have been just a video, and yeah, that kind of sucks, I guess. But I think it was partially my fault, because since I did the All Japan the night before, I didn't do my regular setup for the multi-stream for the next day, and it doesn't let me set it up on unless it's like an hour away from the stream. And I didn't remember until like pretty much like 45 minutes. I said, okay, I'm just gonna do it. But I guess the thing didn't save, so I'm trying to figure out if it was YouTube or my fault. I'm leaning towards my fault, but I kind of want to try it out. But okay, so yeah, you're saying 5 to 7 seconds. What's the difference between Twitch and here? Maybe like Twitch is like 1 or 2 seconds. That's a big difference. I did hear though that the phone app on Twitch is a little bit slower, but that's a big difference between YouTube and Twitch. Anyways, where was I? Okay, so I have some keiko videos that I want to share with you. I kind of want to talk about keiko and doing keiko with a purpose, and keiko to improve our kendo. So I kind of want to touch on that subject today a little bit if we could. But then I also have, because I know I've been getting a lot of Jordan fans, I have a video that I think every Jordan player will like. I think it's very, very awesome. It's something you don't see every day, so I'm going to leave that for last. But I want you to tell me, how was your Kendo week? How was... Yes, Jan, I did read now as soon as it appeared. I was like looking at the screen, and then it said now. I think right as soon as I appear. And actually I read this message too, pretty much as you wrote it. Yeah, we never measured on Twitch. Maybe that's something we can do next week. I do want to give a little bit more attention to YouTube, especially because I'm coming so close to the 1,000. But if I want to activate the whole thing that I can stream with my phone, I have to make it to like where the channel is monetized, and I need to have like, I think it's like 4,000 of watch hour, which I'm kind of like halfway there, because the channel's been up for a while now, but I haven't really been focusing on it until not long ago. And this is crazy. I mean, like, I'm happy to spend the time with you guys and to like learn so much by just sharing knowledge with you and receiving all your inputs. But it's getting kind of like weird in the whole thing with like YouTube, because like I attended, and I'm gonna tell you all about it in a little bit. I attended a keiko through Zoom, and like people knew me, and I was like, okay, wow, like it it just kind of like gives me a little bit of like, I don't know, feedback, I guess, onto the reach that I may have on people. So I need to make sure that I'm very careful of what I say, and I make sure that I'm always giving up good stuff. I guess I was gonna leave this for later, but that just reminded me. I don't know if anybody here has this book, The Official Guide for Kendo Instruction, or anybody seen it? Anybody knew about this? Um, some of the things, not all of the things that we've been talking about, that I think I said it, that I wish there was like a written thing where we can read about it and just, be black or white about things. Some of those things are here. And I've been reading this book this past week, and it's very interesting. One of the things that really caught my attention, and I'm going to make a video about this book. You can get it from the All Japan Kendo Federation if anybody wants to know where I got this book. But one thing that I really, really enjoy reading from this book, and it's like within the first pages. Hold on. Pokemon, it is on your buy list. I mean, like, I can share with you some of the stuff. Obviously, I don't want to parrot it, so I can share with you some of the concepts and stuff. Then I will do also a video about it. But it's definitely something that once you reach certain level of knowledge in Kendo, I think it's something that you should have, especially if you have people under you, right? Like as in like kohais learning from you. I think it's a good guidance to have. But okay, I'm not gonna waste time on looking this, but there's one line into some of the first chapters that says like one of the responsibility as an instructor is to keep learning and to keep improving yourself, which it goes along to everything I do, like professionally. Like I'm a health coach and music therapist, and in order to be practicing those careers, or those careers, I guess a word, you need to be certified. You need to keep learning and getting and taking credits and stuff like that just to stay certified. So it kind of, I related a lot to that, because I feel like sometimes we get to a point that we just do, and we may have 40 years experience, but we don't know if we have 1 year of learning and then 39 of repetition, right? Where I think we should have those 40 years of constant learning, because I think we should always be learning and improving, because if not, I guess we're just gonna get stuck, and our kendo's not gonna grow, and we're not gonna grow as people. But anyways, that's my ramble on that. And yeah, I forgot why we started on that. But yeah, how was your Kendo week? What did you guys do? Did you guys, anybody here participated in any online or physical practice this week? I would like to know. I'll tell you about my experience on this week. I actually attended, did I attend 2 or 1? It kind of sucked for me this week when it came to Kendo, because the 2 practices that I normally have at the dojo, like nobody went. So on Wednesday I went by myself, and I just did footwork and did like, on my own, like suburi and, work with the mirror. But on Saturday I was like, okay, I'm just gonna stay home and just do the stuff at home, because nobody went. So I just didn't want to do the drive to the same thing I did on Wednesday when I can do it here in my house. But anyways, how was your week, your Kendo week? I do have to apologize, because last week I said that I wanted to do kind of like a percentage between the Ippon score on the All Japan and the Hachidan All Japan. I did it at the office, and I left the little note that I made on that at the office. So I owe you that for next week. But don't worry, I'm being very mindful of that information, because I think it's interesting. So I don't have that right now, and I don't want to make that information up. Also, I kind of wanted to share something that I found thanks to my like Facebook feed. I don't know if anybody has like a dummy at home, or what are you doing to train at home. But one of the things that I was missing a lot before going back to the dojo, and you know, like, and I miss it when I don't get to go to the dojo, is actually making contact with my shinai and actually hitting something and checking my motion, my distance, and all that stuff. So I think kendo dummies are awesome. So I wish I had one, and I'm gonna show you. Let me catch up with this comment. I'm gonna show you one that I actually made a long time ago that I don't have right now. Pokemon, you said you're still in lockdown. You picked up the shinai for basic suburi and trying to get back to frequent practice. So when you said frequent practice, you mean like being frequent and being consistent with picking up your shinai and doing suburi at home, or going back to like maybe like Zoom practices that your dojo's organizing, or what? Furthermore, you've been watching Kendo documentaries and interviews on YouTube. Nice. I think that's very good, and like that's a lot of the stuff that we've been doing, right? Like we've been like looking at videos on how, like, well, Jan can tell you how much attention I pay to feet, and that's kind of like my biggest thing right now, just to improve my footwork. I think it's the foundation for everything. So Pokemon, you're saying the first. So getting back to being consistent with being suburi. I kind of want to make a video about it. I kind of want to share some of the things that I've done to make it more enjoyable for me to actually sit down and do it, especially before I go back to the dojo, because I think it's easier once you're back at the dojo. I think like practicing, and then for me, at least in personal experience, going to the dojo, practicing, and going back and kind of like having that fresh, like, oh, I did this, I kind of want to make it better. I think it's easier than, okay, I haven't been in the dojo for so long, let me just do suburi. So I kind of want to share some of the things that I made to make it enjoyable, but I'm just going to give you like the quick little experience of mine. Like if I was going to do like, let's say 500 suburi or 200 suburi or 100 suburi, I will like divide it into sections of different scales. So for example, I'll do just like men going forward, and then just focus maybe like on the snap or one thing, or maybe bringing my leg forward and good kamae at the end and good kamae at the beginning. And then I'll do maybe forward and backwards men, right? So I'll focus on that one, I'll focus on something else, but one thing at a time. And to me, it made it that much more interesting and more engaging, and made me want to do it more than just, okay, I have to do suburi, right? Because I think that when you have one goal to like fix something, I think like we get a little bit more, what's the word? I guess engaged, right? Jan, you said that you made a kendo dummy and your kids destroyed it. It was a kid's punching ball that you got on eBay, classified with an old man on it. Uchikomidai. So I'm guessing uchikomidai, it's what is the word for the dummy, right? For the kendo dummy. I heard the word uchikomidai before, and I'm guessing I'm associating it with that. So please correct me if I'm wrong. But check this out. I made this one a long time ago with a friend of mine. And what I'll do is that I'll post all the kendo pictures, all the pictures that I have here. I'll post it on the Discord, so that way if anybody wants to like try to replicate it. And let me tell you some of the benefits of this dummy, and some of the things I wish I could improve if I could make it right now. But I don't know if you guys can see it well. Let me just make it a little bit bigger. And obviously you can see it has a man on it, so that way I can hit it. So this is all made in wood. I have, okay, I guess I can show you. So the dummy, it's made out of, can you see the mouse? Okay. It's made out of this part, which is separate from a beam in the middle. So the second part. Then the frame for where the kote and the men are is the third part, right? And the fourth part is this little thing that we put in the middle that goes up and down. Now, I found the diagram for this dummy a long time ago on internet, but I cannot find it anymore. I don't know where. If anybody has it, I think that would be a good resource. But I really enjoyed having this dummy. So let me just show you a little bit of the building of it. And I found these pictures through my Facebook feed. It kind of gave me like a reminder, and because I thought I lost those pictures, so I saved them now, and I'll share them with you guys. But okay, so this is when we're making the base, and actually I guess the best picture to show you first will be from the side. Let me see, right here. So I know you guys probably use other measurements in Europe, right? Well, you know, probably you use different measurements. You use centimeters. So I don't know what the conversion of 2x4 would be in inches, but this piece of wood are 2x4s. So what we did is we just made, you know, two parallel pieces, and then here, like where they merge with the support of the dummy, we cut off the thickness of this piece of wood, so it will fit in without tilting up, right? So it will be flat. Pokemon, I will get to the Shiai part in a second, but short answer, yes. It had a... I'll get to it. Yes, it does. And I'll talk about some of the improvements I kind of want to make if I make one in a second. So, okay. So, one piece of wood down as a base, and then this are 2x4s. And again, I'm talking about inches, so if you might want to... I'll post these pictures on the Discord if you want to go see him and you know, we talk about it. But anyways, this 2x4s and obviously one in the back support so it doesn't move. We made sure that we kind of like rounded up the edges, you know, for toe safety. And after this, we sanded it down. And then in the middle, again, it's 2x4s, and in the middle is a slot, the thickness of another 2x4. I think it was a 2x4. Yeah, I think this one's a 2x4. So this is like the support base. Okay. After that, you know, I think, I don't remember if this is let me see. Okay. So yeah, this is kind of, if you just do this, I guess you have already a dummy, right? If you just do this base right here and you put a 2x4 or like a little plank on the top, you have that ready. And this right here, I guess we just put a towel in there just to try it out. I think we were just hitting it right as we were making it. This is another angle of that base. Okay. And let me see where the next part is. Oh, I think that's all the pictures I have. Okay. Oh, no, wait. Let me see. Okay. So yeah, those are all the pictures that I have. I guess it's as many as it took. So let me explain to you what we did after. So we did the base. Oh, okay. I found another picture. And then we did another little base like this, right? So take note of this. Take note of this and then look at it right here. So we secure that beam, we cut it down, and then we made this little base right here so we can put then 2x4s on the sides so we can have a gap and put this in the middle. So right here, this thing, what we did is like this can go up or down and it will like tuck in inside of the two beams, right? Obviously, this is pretty simple to guess, right? Like we just made like a little square here. We made a hole to fit a shiai. And then what I did is like I tied up. The reason why this thing doesn't go down further is because if you see kind of back here, I don't know if you can see it. Let me just make it bigger. There's like a yellow, you see it like a yellow string. It's like an elastic. Okay. So right back here, there's an elastic that it has a give to go down, but it wouldn't let it to go up, right? Like it's kind of like balancing it there with the weight of the shiai, obviously. And then from there, what we did, obviously with the, let me just make this back down. Okay. Then what we did at the top, we closed it up just like we did, you know, like for example, like at the back of the support beam, you just closed it up at the top. And then we wrapped it up with like old yoga mats that his wife was going to throw out. So I could use it without the men. I put the cotes there for cote, obviously for hitting cote. And the whole, it was a little bit big, so it moved a little bit, tiny bit for the left and right, but not really that much. And that's one of the things that I kind of want to talk to you about. I would like to fix, but obviously this was able to support the men. And what I did, I ended up getting like a really old man that I had and just tied it up really tight there. And that was my dummy for the house. Luckily, I was living in a floor where like I didn't have a neighbor downstairs. So through the day, it wasn't really a problem for me to do any type of like, you know, like fumikomi on the carpet and so on. But so one thing that I would like to do, it's kind of change at least the upper part into a lighter material. I was thinking like doing something like PVC or something like that, like plastic, just for, you know, commodity or space. I would like the bottom beam to also fold, because the whole concept with this is where like everything could be like put away. If you see, there's a screw down here at the bottom that you can take it out, and then you can just dismantle this out of just that one screw. The kote section will go inside of the dummy and you can just store that. But the T section right here, it was not foldable at all. So that was kind of a little bit uncomfortable if I wanted to store it. Granted, I had a lot of space in that area, but regardless, it would have been nice. It would be nice to have something that it can be portable like that. The other thing that I kind of wanted to do is that if I make this support beam right here, instead of square or rectangular in this case, making it round, I could potentially do something where what you say in Pokemon, where you hit on the sides, you could also do like Suriage and move it a little bit to the side. So you could do maybe like Kote or like Suriage and then Man. You can practice some other wazas without having to maybe, because the way I was able to do that, I was able to do that by making the hole slightly bigger. And because it had the elastic, I don't remember how the elastic was tied up. Yeah, the elastic was tied up on the wood. And I think I put another elastic on the back or something, because I remember I was able to hit, like do Suriage and make it go a little bit to the side so I could come in for the kote. But to answer the long answer to your question, Pokemon, does the Shinai move have a spring, for example, if you do Osai or Harai techniques? I guess I kind of gave you the answer. But with the elastic that I had on the back, I could do like Otoshi Men. Oh, shoot. Okay, hold on, because I moved this. I could do Otoshi Men where I could like hit down the Shinai, and then it will give me enough time by you know, bringing the Shinai down and back up. Or I could do a little bit of Suriage and hit the kote. But that was about it. The only problem as time went on that I had was that the elastic in the back, because this, I guess it became a lot of weight for the elastic in the back. So it kind of started loosening up pretty quick. So yeah, that was a thing. But I don't know, what you guys think? I kind of would like to at least have this one again, right? Just to have it. I don't know. It would be nice to have something to hit, even if I'm not doing Fumikomi. Just for practice reasons. But what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna put all those pictures in the Discord. So if anybody wants to build it, please send me pictures. Or if you have any ways to improve it, let's work on it. I think that would be awesome to do. So yeah, like I think I don't know. I think it will be cool. So Pokemon, you said thank you for the answer. It's clear. You think that I should have look at Kung Fu dummies. They have long pole dummies. Might be able to take a look at their mechanics. I did look at them, but granted, when I was building it, I didn't think about that when I was building them. But I've been looking at them, and the problem that I have that I really would like to integrate in a dummy, whatever dummy I get, is that this is foldable, except the base. So I could store it like under the couch, for example. I could like put it all away, use my man as a dummy, and like this had like what's it called? This had the yoga mats on the top, and what I would do is instead of having to put my kotes in there, I'll probably have like a PVC with rubber on it that I could like fold out, make it like like a Batman thing or something, you know, like I don't know. I think that will be something that I would like to try to recreate. It will probably be something that it will take me a lot of time and tools, materials, and stuff like that. But if anybody has the capability to make it, And if we want to make improvements, please let me know. Let's get in contact, and that will be awesome. Oh yeah, Pokemon, do you have the? Are you in the Discord? If not, you can just send me a message, and I'll send you the pictures if you want to have them. But just to make it easier for everybody, unless he gets crazy, I will put him in the Discord. If a lot of people start asking for the pictures, I'll just say, hey, go to the Discord. Just for facility, like just for easiness. Jorge, it folds. That's cool. Really like the one of Best Kendo. You really like the one of Best Kendo. Which one's that one? Let me look it up. Hold on. Okay, why is my internet? Oh my god. Okay, my computer's playing games with me right now. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Best, you're saying Best Kendo. Is that a... Best Kendo. Let me see. I really like the fact that this one is foldable. And that was the... Oh, okay, I think I see which one. So Jorge, the one that I made, I actually got it from the internet. I didn't come up with that design at all. Somebody else made it, and I just copied it. But I can't find it either. I cannot find that thing either. And I think it's a great thing to have. So if anybody finds the link to it, please share it. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. To window. Let me see. Where is Google? I want to show you something, guys, real quick. Google Chrome. Hold on, right here. Okay, so, okay, oh, okay. Let me just make sure that, okay, so if you guys see this one that you can see from Ibogu, for example, one thing that I like about this one, and I don't know if this was meant for the design or not, is that this pole right here, the one that I used to practice with at the dojo where I was practicing, this was a little bit loose. So whenever you hit like suriage or harai, like really hard, the dummy will move slightly to the side that you hit it towards to, right? So it will kind of like, you know, I had this you know, like this, and if you hit it, the dummy will move slightly, just ever so slightly. So I don't know if it was the design or it was because the screws were loose, but I thought that was a great feature, and that's something that I would like to put in a dummy myself, because that's one of the techniques that I really like to do. I like to do a lot of suriage waza and harai waza. So I guess against a dummy will be harai. Actually, that's a good question. Would that be harai or suriage against a dummy? Tell me. Oh, Jan, which one? I don't want to see anything. Because wait, did I send it to you? I don't know. I don't think I sent it to you on purpose, because I wanted you to just give me a hint to see if you know which one it's going to watch. If no, it's not a Jordan Kendo. No, you don't know which video we're going to watch. That's going to be the Jordan high for the day. Everybody has to just like, nope, it's not. It has nothing to do. As a matter of fact, this video, it's a black and white video. That's how, let's call it OG this video is. But it's so good. It's so good. Like, you won't... I mean, I think it's good. So, Jordan hype. So, Jorge, you're saying that you think the website for the dummy design was from David Agüero? I don't know him. I will have to look him up and see if I can contact him and see if he has the design. Maybe he wants some money for it. It's a good design. So, listen... I would have paid for that design if I could make it, right? Like the one that I got for free. I think that design was just priceless. Because it's so useful. Again, I think, listen, I have a friend that he got a bucket with a 2x4 and poured concrete on it and put his man on top of that. It's awesome. You can have that at home, right? But my problem is that I'm not going to have a bucket with concrete in the middle of my living room in an apartment. Like, and then if I have to move, I have to carry that concrete thing out. So yeah, no. Jorge, yeah, can you please share it? And if you don't mind me sharing it, what I will do for everybody is I will put it on the Discord. Or I don't know if you, Jorge. Okay, let me make sure that. Jan, you know what I'm going to do? I've been researching this, and just give me a yes or no if you want me to do this. Do you want me to make you moderator for the stream? And in cases like this, you can probably help me out by sending out the link of the Discord, because I think you cannot post links unless you're a moderator in the server. I mean, not in the server, in the channel. So I guess I could do that. Nothing. I mean, like the only thing that will do for you, it's that you can post the links, but obviously, like, I cannot give moderator rights to everybody. Yeah, okay, let's try it. And then the other thing is, like, you also have the power, and that's why I'm trusting you with this. You will have the power to kind of like ban people from the chat or put them in timeout or stuff like that. Except me, you cannot put me in timeout. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is like, wait, bank what? Like, is that an expression to, because there's an expression for bank here in US, but I don't know if I don't think it means the same thing. Bank has to do with like basketball, you know, like hitting out of the board and you know, making the shot. But anyways, so yeah, if you can see, let me know if it lets you share the link. So if anybody wants to go see the dummy, and I'm gonna post after I'm done with the stream, I'm gonna post the picture that I have for my dummy, which now I lost. I'll show it again. Hold on. Where is it? Right here. Preview. So this is the dummy that I made with a friend of mine, and I'll post some of the pictures that I managed to recover after all this time. And if anybody wants to copy and try to make improvements on it, please feel free to do so. Again, the design is not mine. I want to make sure that the design is not mine. Everybody knows that I'm not, taking credit for it. Jan, you should be a moderator now. I don't know if he gave you a message or not, but see if you can post the link. So that way, like, we can make this. I don't want to waste anybody's time. But yeah, so that's what I kind of wanted to transition into, the whole training at home, then training online, and training Kendo and so on. Okay, did you post it? Did you? Okay, look, Jan, it sent the link. Now can I click on it? Yes, I can. Oh, but now it broke my chat. What's going on? Was this a virus? What do you do, Jan? Wait, hold on. Let me see. Restore chat. Okay, I can click on it. And what is it going to do? Oops. Okay. I was able to click on it, but for some reason it just it gave me an error window. So I don't know. I don't know if it works. Somebody please try it and see if you can access the link. What I'll do is I'm gonna try to copy. At least I can see the link and I can copy paste. Let's see. So you clicked it and it closed the stream. I don't know why. Why is he doing that? So weird. So for you, Theo, it I think maybe for us it's not. Oh, and it changed your account and everything. Okay, so what I did is I copied it and it opened it fine. For Pokemon it works. For Jorge, it sent him to another video. I copied and pasted the link, but listen, this is an improvement, because before you couldn't before. You couldn't do the links. Only I could send the link. So if Jan can send a link, and so okay, cool. I got the video. I was able to copy and paste the link, and I see the video. But obviously, I'm not gonna take the time right now just because I seen that the video is 12 minutes long. So I don't wanna. And now everything's going so slow. How is everything? Is the connection good for you guys? Okay, hold on. Everything. Okay. I feel like I'm lagging. Just please let me know if I'm lagging on your screen. Everything should be okay. So yeah, it's chopping up. It's getting choppy. Just let's give it a second. Can you guys hear me well though? It's fine. Okay, I think it's getting better. This one makes me nervous about YouTube. But I've been hearing that they're working on a lot of the stuff, so it's supposed to be getting better. So Pokemon, you said that you were able to see it, but you obviously you can have it open. But okay, so okay, I think the stream is getting better. It's giving me a warning. Okay, and I have no idea why, because on my end everything is good. Everything seems fine. But okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just. Oh my God, why is this so choppy? Everything. I mean, everything. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna move on, and if it gets real choppy, what I'll do is I'll just like stop and restart the connection real quick. Okay, just let me know. Just give me feedback, and yeah, just give me like 10 seconds and tell me if I need to restart it. Sean, you're asking me where am I streaming from? Maybe that's the problem if you're too far away from everybody else. I am streaming from Miami. I'm pretty sure that nobody's in Miami, but YouTube shouldn't be giving me a problem. And my connection, I mean, I have really good connection right now. I'm plugged through a cable instead of the Wi-Fi. And just in case, also my Wi-Fi, it's connected into my home Wi-Fi, which is like right there. But YouTube is telling me that he's not getting enough data. And it scares me like this every now and then. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop and start again just real quick before it loses the connection. Give me a second. Okay. I'm back. Tell me if I'm back. Okay, am I choppy or not? I think I'm better. I think I'm good. Right? Now it's giving me excellent connection. Okay, good. I don't know what is it. Listen, streaming through a Mac, it's a pain. My Mac is not old. It's like a year old. But yeah, so I'm still figuring this thing out. I really appreciate you guys showing up with me like every day, every weekend, and giving me some of this good feedback and helping me out grow in my knowledge of the streaming thingy, because it's a pain. Anyways, I was telling you something. Kind of want to transition into a little bit of the Zoom practice that I attended this week. I've been doing classes, and let's call it classes because I guess it's gonna be more like guidance to the people from Venezuela every week. For a few months now, just to help them out with some basic stuff. And I've been kind of like every now and then joining some of the Zoom meetings that other dojos and countries are doing. I'm always very excited when I get invited, and sometimes I'm shy asking, but I asked this week and I joined one that actually I really enjoyed it, because one thing is doing the things on your own, and another thing is like having other people doing it with you, even if they're not in the same room. For some reason that does motivate you a little bit, right? It does help. So it definitely I could feel the energy a little bit better. But one of the things that kind of like made me feel a little bit uncomfortable at the beginning, but I understood the benefit of it, was kind of like a virtual keiko. And I know what you're thinking is like you cannot do keiko, through the screen. But hang in there for a second. Let me talk to you for a second. When I was in college, I remember I clearly have this picture of sitting on my classroom and a lot of times just imagining myself doing kendo. Sometimes I will even imagine myself like seeing how I would hit a technique on my professor, right? Like in front of me. So I always thought that visualization was a big part of your development in any sports and any martial arts, in any physical or mental activity. If you're able to see yourself doing it, you are more likely to be able to do that thing. That's scientifically proven. And I'm quoting a lot of like medical research, sports psychology research, and so on, right? So if you visualize yourself, you're able to visualize it, and you can confirm this. I actually was in several seminars where every time it was like a champion, like an All Japan champion or a world championship, somebody will always ask, what was going through your mind the day of? And 90% of the answers that I heard is them saying, I imagine myself holding the cup. I imagine myself winning. I imagine myself living with the cup, or like I seen the cup. So that was kind of like the general answer. And it does correlate to what, research and studies show. That being said, I think that visualization might not be the easiest part for some people. And having someone kind of like in front of you, even if it's through a screen, kind of like do a little bit of motions and kind of give you, okay, well, maybe the opening is here, maybe do this thing. I can see a little bit of benefit on that. And actually, as I went with it, I could see some of the benefits. I wouldn't say it's a substitute at all. If anything, maybe even like a supplement, like when you take vitamins, it's good, but we can't really measure the benefit of it. But we know that it's beneficial. It's kind of like that. It's a supplement. But I don't know. That's a thought of mine. I don't know if anybody here has done like virtual cake or something like that, and would like to share your experience. Would like to tell me a little bit of how you see it. I did notice, for example, like the first person that I did the whole exercise with had a regular size shiai. Funny enough, the second person had a shorter, and I was having trouble like just imagining myself at the distance until like I had to like adapt to that. So it felt kind of weird. It was kind of funny, but I thought it was interesting. I thought it was a good experience to like share with you guys. I would say that I really enjoy the practice, especially having other people being motivated and having someone kind of like just, it always helps having someone telling you what to do over you just doing it, right? I think that's a big challenge that we need to learn to overcome. But I don't know. Tell me your thoughts. What are some of the ideas that you feel that online keiko could be turned into, or like how beneficial, like what benefits, how can we make more beneficial this online classes? Because if you think about it, there's people already that's been doing this for a year. And one misconception that I had, that it's like the practice is not going to be the first way. It's not going to be the same way the first day as it is now. And a lot of these practices have evolved a lot. And between exercises, between different concepts and stuff like that. So I find it very interesting. And that's why I wanted to attend more, because I want to know what people are doing to adapt to this situation. Kronos, you're saying that your sensei told you to imagine the path of the sword to the target as a line. So you mean like when you're in kamae, just imagining which way the sword is going to go towards your opponent? I think that's good, because again, it's getting you to work that visualization. I think visualization is important. 100%. Theo, you say shadow boxing is a practical example of this kind of. You know what? I didn't even think about that. You're right. And that's something that I like to do sometimes, you know, like in the little space that I have, just try to do it like maybe like footwork, maybe thinking of like, okay, approaching my opponent and what, like, you know, like suriage or any type of counter technique and stuff like that. It's definitely something that I like to do a lot. Shen, you're saying that you watch your own keiko a lot. Main goal is to then identify, to tell the movements that you should eliminate right before you break your kamae for a strike. So let me get this straight. So what you do is like you watch your videos and then you try to pick the things that you are doing wrong just so you polish them out. Is that just to make sure that I understood you right? And Kronos, you said yes to the thing with the line of the sword. Okay, cool. Actually, guys, help me out for a second. I put a light up here, and I kind of want to know what you guys think, if it's okay or not. So, you know, sometimes I get up to practice to like show some Kendo stuff here, maybe like footwork and whatever. So I feel like this side right here is like really dark. So I put this light. So is this better or it makes no difference? Just tell me. Just please put in like better, like you can give me a thumbs up, or it makes no difference, because you know, if it makes no difference, I'm not gonna go in every stream to just set up that lamp there. But if it makes a difference, I'll definitely make it happen. But yeah, just tell me if it does make a difference. Shen, you said movements like leaning forward is a tell for the opponent that you are coming. Yeah, so you definitely want to eliminate those things. Now, if you guys don't know this, I'm a big research person. I went to school to like, I think one of the top 10 research schools in the US. And my whole career of music therapy, my whole studies of music therapy has been research based, right? It's not, we just do things. So I'm going to share a little bit of research on that. Research show that if you focus on the things that you are doing right and try to replicate the example that, like, you know, like choose a model to replicate, you tend to have more success over focusing on the negative parts, like even if it's just to pick them out. So I don't know, just a little fun fact right there. Theo, you said the lights makes a little bit of a difference, but it makes the side of the camera quite blow out. Okay, so I need to work more on that. I'll play with that. Kronos, you said you can see me well. It makes a bit of shadow, but it's good and clear. Okay, so I guess what you guys are saying is it does make a difference, but I have to make some tweaks. Okay, cool. So I thought about that before I started the stream, so I didn't really get to. I put it on a stand there, and I made sure that I had an open outlet, and that's how I went back with it, you know. But thank you for letting me know. I'll work on that. So with that being said, guys, like, dang it, we've been here for how long already? Like, I don't even know, like almost an hour, and I haven't showed you one Kendo video. What am I doing, guys? I'm sorry. Well, hopefully it kept you entertained, at least. Hold on, because after I restarted the whole stream, my chat went to the wrong place. About chat. And now my chat is definitely in the wrong place. Okay. Okay, guys. So today's theme for the videos it's keiko, right? We're talking about keiko and keiko for self-improvement. So this is one of the things that I kind of want to bring up. I watched, you know, I watch a lot of videos, especially lately. So one of the things that I started looking at, it's the fact that, you know, when you watch, like, you know, Hachidan, you know, do keiko, you know, like you're engaged there, right? When you watch like good players fight, you engage watching it. It's for lack of a better word, it's entertaining. So I do notice that, especially when I'm being lazy, when I'm not doing things good, when I'm like, you know, like all over the place, then my keiko becomes not entertaining. So what are some of the things that we can do to make sure that we make our keiko and again, like I know I said entertaining, and I'm not trying to say entertaining, but work for our self-improvement. What are some of the things we can do? So hopefully I'm gonna show you 2 videos of keiko, and maybe we can start picking up some of those things that we can do in order to make sure that we are always like going one step up, 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 up. Pokemon, you're saying that we're addressing interesting topics, so no worries. Okay, thank you. I mean, at least if I'm keeping you entertained, I'll take it. I'm good. RL, yes, very entertaining for your drive back home from Keiko. Oh, now I'm jealous. What state are you in? Are you in the States? Maybe I should go pay you a visit and practice with you, because I didn't get to do Keiko this week at all. Yeah, and that really sucked for me. Anyway, so the first video that I'm going to show you is very short. It's a video that we've seen before. So if you've been here before, I'm sorry. And you've seen, I'm sorry, but I think it's entertaining. It's keiko. It's not a shiai. It's keiko between Ando and Kunitomo. Okay, so let me just select the right window here so that way we can. Okay, it should be it, and I don't know why it's not. Okay, is it playing now? Okay, 1 second, guys. Oh, okay, hold on, it's right here. I'm telling you guys, I'm a baby at this whole streaming thing. I definitely need some work on this. Oh, you're in Virginia? Man, like I definitely need to go pay you a visit. Wait, hold on, what's going on now? What's this? Okay, let me try this. Sorry guys. Sorry. Okay, better. Okay, so again, this video is really short. And look at me trying to play it over there. And now the sound is not going to the computer. Yeah. Let me see. Now is the sound going? Yes. Okay. Let me put my headphones on. Okay. So this again, this is Ando and Kunitomo. And just regular keiko, no shiai. They're not fighting for ippon. I mean, they're fighting for ippon. They're not fighting like, you know, shiai. Sorry. Well, that is definitely very entertaining. So what you guys think? I'm gonna tell you off the bat, sorry. I'm gonna tell you what I think that makes their keiko that much more engaging is that even when they get the ippon or they get, you know, like a strike, a hit, they're still fighting. it's not like, they're waiting, they're stopping, they keep going, they just don't stop. um Obviously they have very high level when it comes to their technique and their knowledge, but basically what I'm seeing here, it's a lot of that engagement. They're always going forward, they're not trying to go back, they're always fighting, and every movement has a purpose. So their keiko, it's what, like 2 minutes? Let me see, how long was that? A minute and 30 seconds. And I don't know about you, but to me, it felt like there was tension all throughout. Um, One of the things that I've been telling the guys that I'm practicing with is that when you do keiko, you start with the one energy and you never go below that. You always want to try to keep the same level of energy, if not to go up. Because I started noticing that some of the people I was practicing with, and even myself, I noticed this on myself on the past before. That's really, anyways, that you start at one level, maybe you go up, but then because you like threw off a lot of energy, you want to kind of like take a rest and you kind of go down. And I think you shouldn't. I think that's something that you should always keep a base level of you, and then build up from there and never go back down. So I feel like that's when you start, number one, making mistakes. Number two is that you start just being tricky and maybe not even getting competitive in a good way. You probably be like, oh, I got hit and shit, I got hit. And I think that starts messing up with your confidence and so on. And again, I'm talking about personal experience that I either I lived it or I seen in other people. But I do want to know, I do want to know what you guys think. What are some of the ways that you are trying to engage yourself during keiko in order to keep progressing, in order to keep making yourself better? Because we can get technique, we can learn new techniques, we can try new things and so on, but not necessarily that means that we're going to get to be better kendoka, right? I think a big part of it's also to how you act and how you think and how you see how you perform. Like I don't know, I can't find the right word. I'm thinking. So yeah, tell me what you think. By the way, I want to see if I can start getting some of the clips of the things that might be interesting, and then like repurposing a little bit of that. So if you find something that you think that's interesting and stuff like that, let me know, that we can work on. Kronos, you're saying that you are too relaxed in the beginning of the shiai, but the longer it goes, the more you get better. So, okay, so quick little I guess fix or quick little annotation is that what you just saw and what I'm trying to refer to is keiko, right? Your for lack of better word, your regular sparring during class, which, and that's going to take me to the next, I guess I'm gonna jump ahead to what I kind of wanted to talk about. But the one way that I approach keiko is that I put myself in the sense of, if I'm practicing for a shiai, I am already in the shiai. Even though I'm still at the dojo, I am putting myself, I am going to be fighting as if I am in the shiai, right? Because I think that your kendo, for testing, for keiko and for shiai, so shiai, shinsa, and keiko, I think your kendo should be your kendo, right? Maybe there's some techniques that you wouldn't do in shinsa, right? Because and maybe I'm being too broad with that term, but your kendo, your performance, your mentality, I think should be the same. Pokemon, you said you always take 1 point of improvements you want to work on for that particular keiko. And you know what I've seen? I try to do the same thing. And you know what I've seen a lot of times happening is that a lot of people, including myself, sometimes when you start getting hit, you tend to like throw that out of the window, right? If you're somebody, and that's something that I really love, that I learned from being in Japan, is that your ego goes out the window, right? So you can get hit, and then you have to stay focused. And because there's a balance between, okay, I want to practice something, and I am just going to be a dummy for my opponent, right? So I think you have to understand this and just make sure that you do keiko. And at the end of the day, I think I'm overcomplicating a lot of this stuff, because it should be simple. You should just do it, right? You should, like Nike, just do it. But it's hard to get into that balance, and I think that's today's what I kind of wanted to share with you, because I'm going to share this from my experience in Japan, which I miss a lot. I had a lot of opportunities to practice kihon, right? And I had a lot of opportunities to polish it, and I had a lot of people guiding me through the kihon. So by the time I got into the keiko, I didn't have to focus on those things. I'm going to be honest, I spent a lot of time wanting to just stay on kihon. Like I didn't want to even go to the keiko part just yet, because I was so engaged into that whole working on myself. But then I think when you go to the keiko, yes, you should be working on something, but you should also be understanding that you're in a fight. You're practicing with somebody. You're not just a dummy for them, right? Or they're not just a dummy for you. I think it goes both ways. RL, you always go full blast from the very beginning, so that by the time you get to the end, all that you have left is all mental. Let me break that down a little bit, if you don't mind. So you say you always go full blast at the beginning. So you mean like during like your kihon practice? So you try to like exhaust yourself, so that way when you go to the keiko, you're super nervous? Or I mean, wait, I read two comments at once. So by the time that you get to the keiko, you leave it to all the mental part? Or you mean like once you start on the keiko, you just kind of like you explode until you're tired, and then you try to just overcome it with mental? Just clarify that a little bit for me, please. Shen, on your last shinsa, you got super nervous right after it started. Went full throttle, disregarding what my opponent was doing. It resulted both of you didn't make any valid strike. So, and that's the point what I was trying to get to, right? Your kendo should be the same for keiko and shinsa and stuff like that, right? So, of course, there's going to be, I don't want to be misquoted. I don't want to be taken out of context here, because there are differences on how you approach and what some of the things you do in shiai that you wouldn't do in testing, for example. But what I'm talking about is that mental and that engagement and that continuity of pressure and energy should be there, I think. So if you have a different opinion, please just let me know. And Shen, I guess Jan is asking what rank you're testing for. You know, it'd be kind of interesting if we could have like the rank. We can actually do that on the Discord, Jan. We can actually, in our name, we can put our rank, so that way we can, you know, we can you just have that. But I don't think we can do it here on YouTube. I was about to say the YouTube. No, on YouTube. Shen, you went for a second Q. You have both on your YouTube channel. You can see the energy difference. I think I was watching, because I subscribed to your channel, I think it was last week, right, Shen? Or the week before, I don't remember. And I was watching some of your matches. I didn't comment or anything, and to be honest, I've been watching so many videos I couldn't remember, so I have to watch it again. But maybe something, if you want, we can take a look at those things, and we can discuss a little bit, without you know, picking on your, you know, like nitpicking your kendo, because again, I think we should focus on the positive in order to get better. I don't think there's a necessity to focus on the negative. What was I gonna say? So that's some of the things that I noticed from that keiko that I just showed. Now, the next video I'm going to show you is also keiko, but what I really like is that they took the highlights and they actually did one of the things that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and this is an old video, funny enough, it's to actually have a camera above, right? I think it gives you also a different story to see the performance also from above. And if you see the intro for my YouTube videos, I have a shot. It's a drone shot that goes above. I was trying to get that shot, but unfortunately the dojo was too small for me to get a good shot. So it just ended up being part of the intro. But that's something that I would like to do, especially at some point when I start getting better at the editing of the videos and the making of the videos. I would like to make videos for the basics, like from different angles like that, including the top. Kronos, you say that you try to get some sleep before training. It increases your performance and adrenaline level a lot. You tried it yesterday and you had a lot of energy and focus. I was okay. Interesting. It's always good to get this information. But I see a little bit of a it wouldn't be a problem. It would be, I guess, an advice. You when you go to a tournament, for example, it's not like you're gonna go and say, okay, I'm gonna go take a nap before my match, right? I like to just make it where, like, I like to make my conditioning on the dojo just like my everyday life. One of the things, and I'll probably share with you this at some point, but there's you guys know I'm an aficionado of sports psychology. I want to have a sports psychologist come and actually do a live stream, and so you guys can ask questions too about, I'm trying to convince this person to come join me one day. But anyways, one of the things that sports psychology states is that you have to make your everyday practice like your performance, and then the day that you make it to a performance, you visualize yourself that you're doing what you've been doing in practice. It's just another day for you. Maybe the floor is different, maybe the venue is different, but it's what you've been doing every day. So yeah, like, I don't know, quick little tip, I guess. Kendo tip. Hey. That's so cringy, I'm sorry. Pokemon, you will have to change your name on YouTube if you want to do that, I think. Wait. If I want to do what? Are you talking to me? Now, oh my god, I got lost with the comments. Hold on, let me catch up. Pokemon, what are you referring to when you say I will have to change my name if you want to do that? And RL, explode started in Kihon and try to keep it up, not make a marathon out of it. Actually, and Jan, I would like to ask you this question. When you are practicing with a kohai or somebody lower rank and you are the one dictating the pace of how long the keiko will go, how do you guide it? How do you measure? Not how you measure, because it's not a measurement, but how do you determine when it's enough? When are you gonna do ippon? Maybe just we're gonna rotate or whatever. What's your, I guess, your advice, your tip on that? Kendo, I mean, Jan and Pokemon, you're saying that I have an amazing intro. Thank you. I think the intro is a little bit too long. I'm thinking of making a new one, but not anytime soon, just because I don't have time. But thank you very much. Shen, you saw Jan, you saw Shen's videos, and you think that Shen would have passed Nikyu in Germany for sure, as long as you know the kata. Oh, Pokemon, you're talking about the grading in the name. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think we can do it here. So yeah. Yeah, you're saying it's a perfect intro. Leave it as it is. I mean, I'm not gonna change it anytime soon. And guys, I don't think I'm just gonna go change it. And if I change it, we'll kind of keep the same theme, because if you look at my intro, it shows Japan, it shows ramen, and it shows kendo, and those three things I really love, and I would like to have more of those three things. So that's kind of like the theme of my intro. A lot of that footage I really like, I really enjoy it, and I really enjoy making it. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna go away. But the reason why I kind of want to change it is because of the music. I would like to get something because if you notice, I have to credit the music on every video, and I want to make it where like I have to. So I guess the only thing I want to change is the music. And if I have to change the video because of the music, I will do that. But it's not gonna happen anytime soon. So don't worry about that. Maybe. Oh. I forgot to ask you guys, but do you guys watch this? I don't know if you guys watched my video that I posted this past week on Kendo versus Shiai, and the guy that made the video that I made a reaction to, his name is Shogo, and he was kind of like, he wasn't really doing it, but he was kind of like bad mouthing Kendo a little bit, and I wasn't really too happy about it. I wasn't annoyed, but I wasn't really too happy about it, and I felt like I had to say something about it. But he does have a lot of viewers, right? And that's kind of what I wanted to make a point of saying something, because I want to make sure that people, if they quit Kendo, it's because they want to quit Kendo. But I don't want people to not try Kendo because some guy on the internet says that, oh, the uniform stinks and you cannot wash the equipment, which is not true. So yeah, that's kind of the point I wanted to say. Jan, you're talking about how long you practice with people outside of Mitorigeiko. It depends mainly if anybody's queuing and if you want to queue somewhere else. Oh, okay, makes perfect sense. Thank you. Theo, you said that you saw the video and the expression. I mean, like, he does have. Yeah, well, you guys, if you haven't seen the video, you guys should see it. And please subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel, not his channel. We need more people here. Well, one thing that he said in the video that I thought was funny is like there's 1,800,000 people practicing Kendo, which I think is more. Maybe it might be less, but I think there's more because a lot of people that's not registered within any federation, so maybe more. But that means that we can have 1,800,000 people subscribe to this channel, right? Yes, let's get them here. And maybe I'll change the intro when we get to 100,000. How about that? Jan, you said another point is the relationship you have with the person. So, okay, so that influences the time you're going to spend with the person. Okay, I can agree. Shen, you said you passed your Shinsa, but COVID shut down practice right after. But you're going back to practice tomorrow finally. Okay, nice. And Jan, in Japan it is. In Japan it is what? Sorry. You lost me. Sorry, Jan. It's kind of cool now that you are a moderator, Jan, that I can see you on blue, so I know exactly when you're talking. That's interesting. Kronos, you have seen the attitude in Yado and Kenjutsu, some really dislike. Okay. Oh, Jan, you're saying that 8 million in Japan. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm saying. I think it's more, and maybe he only got the numbers on the All Japan kind of federation, not the FIC, right? So I think there's more. So we have hope. We can make it to 1 million, right? So sorry, Kronos, you're saying that you've seen the attitude in Yado and Kenjutsu, some really dislike Kendo. They're very traditionalist and elitist. But you see, but that doesn't make any sense because like Kendo and Iaido, when you cut to okay, let's break it down. When you talk about Kendo and Iaido, I mean, how can you say that one is more traditional than the other? Because even in the video, he's saying that like they even before Kendo was Kendo, they had what's it called, practices with Bogu. And I like either bamboo or I don't know what other wood they would use, right? But they had those practices. So what does it mean by traditionalist? And then if you go to Iaido, I mean, like, yeah, you have katas, but is that how they practiced back then? I think the way I see it, and I think this is how it's going to be. I don't know if anybody's familiar with it. I don't know if anybody's familiar with classical performers and jazz performers. So when I went to school for music, I play guitar. Let me just give you a little bit of background. I play guitar. I went to school for music, and I started here in Miami for jazz and jazz performance. So I would do a lot of improvisation on my performances and stuff like that. When I went to my second part of college, when I moved to Tallahassee, there was no jazz program, so I had to learn classical. I had to switch to classical guitar, and yes, I had to even grow my nails for that. It was horrible. So, but I feel like classical performer, like guitar players and jazz guitar players, will never get along. I think I'm the only one that got along with both. But even so, I feel that the classicals will always like kind of like shoots me out. So I always got better along with jazz performers. Also because it was my field. But so I guess, yeah, so hobbies, I would say that Kendo is more like jazz, right? Because you can improvise, you can create. I think in Yaido, you do the same thing that not the same thing, but like it's similar to the performance of classical piece. You have to play what's written in the sheet. You can add to it. You can create feelings. You can improve on the tone and all that stuff. But basically, you have to stick to a sheet of music. But in jazz, I can play. I can tap. Well, I guess you can tap on classical too. But like I get a bare bones and I filled up the sheet. I don't know if that makes sense. That's my rant as a musician into Kendo. Steven, sorry, I missed your comment. The amount of people practicing in Japan is the number that Shogo gave in the video. Okay, cool. I am not familiar with how many people in the world are practicing Japan, but if there's more than 1.8 million, I'm pretty confident that maybe we can make it to 1 million here. No, but the point of this channel is not only for people that do Kendo. I also want to bring people that don't know anything about Kendo, but hopefully they can enjoy it and they can bring somebody else to do Kendo. Ideally, that's what I want. You know what? I want to meet somebody one day that says, I started Kendo because I saw one of your videos. That will be my dream. That would be awesome. Jan, okay, no, hold on, because I missed one more Steven comment. You think that gets into the discussion of modern Kendo versus pre-war Kendo? But Kendo is Kendo. I think we're complicating things. Like we don't need any further separation. We're too few. We need to, I think we can promote each other without throwing dirt on the other one. And that was my whole point with Shogo's video. I have a lot of friends that do Iaido. I have a lot of friends that do Iaido and Kendo. I think that they're completely different things, but we can live together. Right? I don't know. Talk to me. Jan, you saying that this? Oh my God, today's stream is getting kind of heated, huh? Jan, you're saying all the other practitioners, personally have a deep respect for Kendo. Some of them are also Kendo friends. Yeah, again, I have people that do both or one, and as a matter of fact, in the dojo where I was practicing before, we would do the beginning of the year celebration at 1,000 Suburi, Iaido and Kendo. We'll do it together. So I don't know. I'm talking a lot because I feel like I need to drink water. Kronos, you're saying that you like every sword art and you see value in them. Yeah. I think ultimately it goes to why is it that you do Kendo? What do you find fulfilling for yourself in Kendo? And that's why you do Kendo, right? Because I tried both. I tried to do Kendo and I tried to do Iaido. I have friends that try to do Kendo and quit. I have friends that try to do Kendo and Iaido and stay with Iaido and vice versa. I tried Iaido and I just didn't find the fulfillment that I'm finding on Kendo. And for me, listen, if I had more hours in the day, I think I'll still do more Kendo. So I wouldn't do Iaido because I just love Kendo. It doesn't make me any better or less just because I'm doing Kendo. Same thing for Iaido. If you do Iaido, that's you, man. Pokemon, you personally believe martial artists should just respect one another? Respect is the basis of Kendo. We start and end with a bow. So, do they do that in Iaido? I'm sorry, please don't quit. I'm not trying to throw dirt on anybody. That was a joke. But I think they do, right? I don't remember. Someone please confirm. If anybody does Iaido, do they start and end with a bow? Um, that would be pretty funny if they don't, because then Shogo disrespected us. So, he's not learning the respect that we're learning in Kendo, but that would be a joke. I'm not being serious about it. Um, Pokemon, you personally believe martial art? Okay. Did I skip somebody? Okay, Theo, I skipped you. Sorry. Um, oh, I skipped hobbies too. Hobbies. As a musician, you have always noticed the same similarity between jazz and classical type of thing. And that's cool, huh? Theo, you think that elitisms come from the view that these guys have from Kendo being a sport, so it appears as not as polished. You don't know, mentally is confusing. So the best example I can give you, and I'm used to dealing with this, because listen, music therapy, for if I go work with kids, I work with kids with disabilities, right? If you're standing on the outside door of the room where I'm working with a kid, it will look to you like I'm playing games, but I am reaching non-musical goals through the use of music to benefit the kid. So I am not just playing games, right? I'm doing something that's research based. Anyway, so that's the correlation I made with that comment. Yeah, it looks like a sport, but we're not playing baseball. We're not doing boxing. Like, we can actually, I can make a video of how Kendo it's different from boxing, right? Because why is boxing not a martial art, or is it a martial art? Because we do have some similar elements, right? But why is boxing not a martial art? It's a sport. Oh my god! Like, today we're getting heated, guys. I hope you don't mind that. Pokemon, you personally believe martial artists should just respect one another. That's when I said the whole thing that maybe Iaido doesn't do the bow. That was a joke, by the way. Don't take me out of context. Hobby saying the more the funner. RL, I like your style. I like that you say reply to when is it enough. It depends on the kohai. Thank you for bringing me back to the line of thought that we started with. It depends on the kohai. Some people like to scrap and just go at it and no complaints. Others can do that, and their kendo actually degenerates over time. Yeah. I mean, I agree. I mean, like, wait. Are you talking about keiko? Like, when you do keiko with one person? Or yeah, because okay. I think I understand what you're saying. Yeah, but clarify if I miss say something. Okay, Pokemon. Also, what I just said should be in line with the spirit of Kendo. Okay. No mercy. Not every Aidoka disregards Kendo. You think it is a personal thingy? I mean, yeah. It's again. I don't think I actually met a Iaido, but I don't know that many people that do Iaido that, like, that I have like a day-to-day conversation often. So I couldn't tell you specifically like that. I know probably like about 5 or 6, and even then I don't have conversations, like on the daily type of thing. Yeah, you saying that you think that Shogo didn't mean to disrespect Kendo? It just can't help making a face like that. So I don't think he tried to disrespect Kendo. And did he disrespect Kendo? I don't think he did, but I think he misunderstood Kendo. And what I was trying to get, the point I was trying to get with my video was to clarify his understanding. Because again, in the video, he says that his friend that does Kendo for 25 years help him do the video, and the only time he mentions his friend is that his friend told him that you cannot really watch the Bogu. So then why is his friend doing Kendo for 25 years? I mean, he's doing more years than Shogo has been doing Iaido, like, guys, I don't know how the ranking system and everything in Iaido, but 5 years of Iaido, how far would that get you, like, Q or Dan-wise, if anybody knows? But because I don't think 5 years is a long time at all. It's I don't know, like, in Kendo that would be what, like maybe Nida, maybe. So I don't know. Theo, you're replying to Pokemon. You agree it's totally a personal thing. The person is putting their views upon something different that doesn't exactly fit. Yeah, I mean, like, and people, like, I think it's going to be better when you have a friend that does it and explains it to you. It's going to be different the way that you communicate it to people than if you don't know anybody, right? But I don't know. I don't know. So should we watch the second video that I have for you guys? Let me prepare what you guys reply to those things. Okay, hold on. Let me close the other video. Make sure that they don't overlap. I have to remember to post the pictures. Post the pictures before I disconnect everything today. Steven, you saying you think that washing the bowl is more in regards that you can do that every day? Oh yeah, Jan, I'm getting to the other video. I know you don't want to keep talking more about Kendo and Shiai, though. We're not talking about that. But Steven, yeah, you cannot wash it every day, but then at the same time, if you take really good care of your bogu, and like I said in the video, I will wash my face, I wash my hands before going into bogu. And yes, I do sweat on it, but I try to wipe it after every practice. And I don't try. I do it after every practice. And you can also wash it. You don't do it every day. And if you have a problem, you can also put a tenogui. Anyways, if you guys want to see a video about that, just let me know and I'll make it. Let me see. Where's the video? So that way Jan doesn't scream at me. Jan, please don't scream at me. Okay. This is Yamada Sensei and Nakamura Sensei. I don't know their current full ranks right now, but in this video, both of them were Kyoshi Nanadan. Okay, so I hope you enjoy. Let me just make sure that this video is big enough so that that bar is not in the middle of things. Hold on, give me a second. Whoop. And what's going to happen here is that we're going to watch the video and oh wait, I could have done this just to make it a little bit smaller. Hold on, guys, I'm sorry, I'm still learning. I'm just gonna take this time to say, if you haven't subscribed to my channels, please subscribe. Share these videos with people that may be interested in them. And okay, I'm ready. Steven, you're going to do heavy training. If you're doing heavy training, it's going to smell. Well, let's watch this video and then I'll talk about that so that way Jan doesn't scream at me. I just read your comment, Jen. We'll talk about that for work. We will. You know I'm looking. I don't think so. I don't think they're wearing a screen. And Jan, what's the FPS of this video? The original video, I will say maybe 24 FPS, man. If you notice, I had to like blow up the screen a lot because you really couldn't. Okay, so let's make a quick little pause there and kind of talk a little bit. I kind of wanted the whole video to go through as much as possible without trying to interrupt it, right? But what did we see? What did we see in this video? So yeah, you're saying that their footwork, they have different footwork between them. That's I think it's a really good observation. I think for those of you who don't know, Yamada Sensei was the one with the brown dough. So I think he was a little bit more aggressive. Maybe that will be the word. But what do you guys think? And what you guys write and the delay in the stream, I'm going to reply to Steven. When you're doing heavy training, it's going to smell. Your bow is going to smell. I think normally what the problem is the cotes, right? Especially if you have synthetic. I think in my experience, if you have synthetic leather on your cotes, they tend to stink up. I really like having just natural leather on my cotes, and I never have a problem. If I'm doing heavy training, like as you see us do in the Ariga camp, Steven, that we do like 3, sometimes even 4 practices in one day, I try to bring like 2 or 3 pairs of cotes to let them dry. But that's not necessarily to avoid stinking, but is that to avoid for it to break quicker, right? Like to break sooner, because when you do so much with the wet palms, it tends to break it up quicker. And then the men, normally, if you see us do it, a lot of us just put an extra tenogui to like absorb the sweat, because if not, the men also doesn't dry, and it's a pain. And I don't like to put it in the sun like most people do. So yeah, that's my problem. One thing that I noticed from this keiko, and it's kind of what made it engaging for me, is how every motion means something. They're not just flat on their feet. They're always paying attention, and they're always trying to put pressure. If you see, I really like Yamada Sensei. A lot of times within his motion, so moving from one side to another, he was kind of starting to close the distance little by little, to be on a point where he can attack. Then I really enjoy seeing Yamada Sensei being so engaged on, I guess would be Rensoku Wasa, right? Because like he was ready to another if the opening was there. So that's what I really like from that keiko. I'm going to show the second part of this video, which is going to be the highlights, and they do it different angles, and it's a little bit of slow motion, so hopefully you enjoy it. Chronos, you saying it's an indigo dye anti-smelling agent. I think it's a little bit of a natural antibacterial. and I think that's why what happens with that. Um, I wouldn't know the chemistry behind it. I that's what I keep hearing it is. It's a natural and I think it's an antibacterial, right, or antifungal. Okay, antifungal. There you go. Hobbies just clarified it. So bacteria is also going to make it smell. So there will be smell. And in my experience, synthetic, for I don't know why, they just stink. They smell like Doritos the first day, but then after the first practice, they smell like feet. I guess I don't know, like bad cheese. Um, yeah, you said that you thought Yamada is more in and out, semi-ashi kind of guy. Nakamura was slowly crawling forward in general. You don't like to use the word stationary. Yeah, because, and that's, I think that's a very big misconception that people have. Actually, we were talking about this, Jan, weren't we? About some other misconceptions in Kendo. Maybe that's one I need to write down. That they feel that maybe because the person looks like he's just standing, that the person is not in motion. I actually met a sensei a few years back that he was saying that like even when you are standing, because maybe you're holding, right, or maybe because you're trying to put pressure in a way where like maybe the opponent feels confident or whatever, you're not just flat-footed, you're not just standing, you always have the intention to move and to move forward. So yeah, that's why I really like how you said Eddie looks like wait, hold on. Yeah, you don't like to use the word stationary because he's not really stationary, right? Like he's with the intention of moving. I really like that observation. So hobbies, you're saying that yeah, the smells remains the same. Yeah, I mean like there will always be smell. I mean it's Kendo smell, man. Like I think it can be a good smell. I like the one I really don't like is like the synthetic. Like, listen, I use synthetic geese, right? Especially when like the camp that I'm talking about that I go when Ariga Sensei opens it up after this whole debacle. I normally have synthetic geese because they dry quick, and I can go from one practice to the next one. And then some days are really cold, and you know, like if you wear wet gi, normally like, but the last day I end up sick, so I try to not get sick, you know, during the practice. So I have, you know, regular geese and synthetic geese, so I will probably like alternate, you know, every now and then. And they dry quick, so if we wash them, you know, they come out and they dry quick, so I can use them. But once you sweat them out and it dries, it stinks, it reeks, it's horrible. Hakama though, I do not like synthetic hakama. I like my cotton hakama. I don't know why, it just, I don't feel that the synthetic hakama like kind of like what would be the word, like folds nicely. I think it just like, I don't know, it has a weird weight of like the way it looks when you're standing up or whatever. Shen, when you're standing in kamae, the right foot is constantly pushing forward, the left foot is constantly pushing backwards. So when let go of your right foot, you will lunge. Your right foot is currently pushing forward. So wait, are you backwards? Are you using backwards? Like, what foot do you have on front? That's a good question. And Jan, you're saying that will make the smell worse, right? I guess you're talking about the antifungal. I think with the indigo smell, I think it makes it better that it could be, because I feel that if I had like regular gloves and I wore them and sweating on them as much to do with my kote and I didn't wash them, I think it would really suck. So I think that in my experience, I think it works better. Okay, so Hobbies is saying that it works better. Okay, let me transition back into the video and try to look at some of the things that you can do for your own Kendo in order to be a little bit more engaged and like to be better in your Kendo. Okay, so is this too loud? Let me know. I like that section with the continuity of the waza. They're gonna replay it. Look. Look. So all those were the same moment, just from different angles. Oh my God, it kind of went all the way back. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me make sure that... Wait, because I feel like I went to the wrong place. Sorry. Okay. I want you to see the last angle. Hold on. Okay, one more. Okay, so I want you to look really good at this angle. Okay, now I'm gonna try to play it like a little bit slower. That way you guys can appreciate the whole thing. And let me tell you a little bit of my thoughts on this. So, look, at this point, Nakamura Sensei, which is on the right, just so you know, Nakamura Sensei kind of tries to come in, taking control of Yamada's Shinai, right? So, Yamada, when Nakamura attacks for the man, he blocks it. And he comes closer, right? I feel like at this point, most people just give up. They're just like, okay, we ended up here. Either let's try to get a Hikiwasa, or if not, just go back. But look what's happening here. Okay, there's a little bit of separation. And Yamada Sensei, he's like still engaged, so he tries to go for that kote. Nakamura is still kind of close, so because of that, he tries to just get the shin out of the way and push the tsuki in order to get, you know, that distance and go into a safer distance. So he hasn't stopped engaging his opponent at all. And that's something that I want on my kendo. That's something that I want to start making sure that every time I keiko, because granted, this is not shiai, right? This is keiko. I'm always engaged. So Hobbies, you're saying that you understand incense is a little annoying when lighting it. You do it in an empty room. So listen, I don't like to put incense on my bogu. And this is why. I have smelled the incense from, like, you know, from somebody else, or like me. Oh, maybe it was an incense. I think it was like lavender oil or something like that. And the smell is very strong, or at least this smell was very strong. And I felt like it was distracting. So I wouldn't want to do that to somebody else. So that's kind of, I want, like, what I do is just like, I let my bogu air out. So if you, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like right there. And, you know, make sure that it dries before the next practice. If I need to rotate my kotes, I rotate my kotes. And if I need to wash it, I will wash it. I have another man that actually right now is being serviced in Japan. So I don't have it with me. But normally I could also, I have the benefit that, you know, like to rotate between one man to the other one. So, Jan, you're saying that sometimes continuous strike can become muda uchi, or useless strikes. Okay, thank you for sticking to the English. I really appreciate it, especially for the people that are not familiar with those terms, like me. I didn't know what muda uchi was. So thank you. And I'm 100% honest, guys. Yes, you know, a lot of times it can become useless strikes, but notice what I said. I didn't say just to keep attacking, or did I? But what I'm trying to say is, like, keep the engagement with the opponent. He saw in this example specifically, right? After the initial attack for the man, at this point he saw that opening for that kote, so he went for it. Most people would have just like gone back into kamae from here, right? Because they cannot disengage, and that's what I'm trying to say. I want to always stay engaged in my keiko. I realize that I don't have that. right now, but that's my goal. Always being engaged my whole keiko. So even then after that, he didn't disengage either because he felt that Nakamura Sensei kind of like came forward, right? Like, look, he closed distance forward, so maybe he felt, okay, maybe he's gonna come to me again, so I need to do something. And then he decided to go for that Tsuki, which is skipped because of the frames, I guess. Did that Tsuki to push him out and then give him the time to go back. And then, yeah, they readjust. I'm not saying that this is the example to follow. This, you need to do exactly what's happening here. But in a way, what I'm saying is like, I really appreciate his engagement throughout the whole time. His energy level stayed the same. He didn't just like flatten out. I don't know. Do you agree with that? With that statement or not? Tell me. Hobbies. You saying you do the same? You have a Japanese bogu and a Korean bogu for rotating them? Yeah, I mean, like, I think that's the best thing that you can have in order to make your bogu last longer. I was talking to actually with the people from Shogun Kendogu that I don't think it's not a strategy for them to sell bogu, but they do recommend for you to rotate your kote, especially if you're practicing like every day. So, and the other thing you can do if you're practicing consistently is use the gloves that you can put underneath, so it can absorb your sweat, and it will make your palms last longer. So yeah, that's why I like Shogun Kendogu. You know, they're straightforward with their stuff. Okay, let's watch the next one. Oh wait, there's one more. You see, he hits and he goes in kamae and he's engaged. He felt that he could come in for that tsuki. He's engaged. Oh, now they do slow motion for all the... Okay, this actually... the music that they put. Like how much power he's getting out of, and the compact of his strike. Look at the left foot coming in forward right after the hit. That alertness after the strike. I don't know what you guys think about that one. I really like the solid strike and the alertness, the sanshin, right? Like the awareness of the opponent after the strike. Jan, when you visited the Osaka Tokuren Kendo group, they used a lot of smell removing spray all the time, even in the breaks of the practice. Oh yeah, that's right. I did see it a lot. I actually did buy one, and I think I gave it to somebody on my way because I wasn't gonna bring it in the plane, risking for it to fall out. But yeah, it's kind of like a Febreze type of thing, but it doesn't smell as strong as the Febreze here. So yeah, you're right. I think that I completely forgot about that. Oof. really like this angle. I really like this angle to see the technique. Look how he pushed outside of, oh my god. Okay, this is, I really like this waza. Look at this angle right here in slow motion. He blocks. Look at this. Again, in my experience, and I'm gonna talk about my experience, I seen, and I'm sure I do it too, that most people, they will do this, they will do something like this, but then at this point, they wouldn't even do anything else, right? They would just, okay, just go back. But they had the intensity, and this is the end of the keiko that we watch, right? This is like the very last ippon, I believe. So I think the level of attention, the intensity throughout the whole keiko was the same, like the awareness, attention, all that stuff. And that's something that I want to implement on my kendo. I definitely want to have that as part of my kendo, because I feel a lot of times people just kind of like relax too much in between strikes, and I want to polish that out of my kendo. I want to make sure that my kendo, it's engaged. But how about you guys? How do you guys feel about that? Let me look up for the last video of the day. What you guys say something. Oh, Jan, you said Kumamoto Kendo is super strong. You have to do that. I have to do that for Godam exam for sure. I have to do that technique, or I have to be engaged the whole time, right? Because, and again, that's a whole other topic too. I know you have to be engaged the whole time for the shinsa, right? But I'm talking about in keiko. I feel that with time, maybe like the keiko prolongs itself 5-7 minutes. People tend to like kind of like dip down in the level of alertness, right? So that's something that I want to make sure that stays flat, at least. You know, like, no, I wouldn't say flat. I think flat is a bad word, but you know what I mean. But yes, I agree with you, and that's something that, you know, you gotta make sure. I know it has to be done for the test, don't get me wrong. I just want to make sure that I do it in every keiko for the whole time of the keiko. Not sense and no sen. Steve, hi, welcome to the chat. Thank you for passing by. Not sense and no sen, but go no sen waza. You referring to the video that we're watching, or like for the comment on Jan? Please. Okay, so where's the Jordan people? Where's the Jordan people at that wants to see the Jordan videos and stuff? Because I got this video specifically for you guys. I think that this is oh, the Hikiwasa, Steve, you saying the Hikiwasa that Yamada Sensei did? I mean, it's interesting, right? Because, okay, hold on. Let's, let me pull it out. Let me pull it out again. I think I closed it. Yeah, I did. Hold on. Okay, well, so, I guess, you threw me off. Sorry, my bad. But, it's interesting because the way he did it, right? Like, he blocked. Let me. I don't want to make stuff up. Let me get it. Let me play it. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, got it. Let me make sure that it's big enough. There we go. super loud. Sorry, guys. Okay, so let's break it down. Now, Steve, I don't know if you were here when I said it, but especially for the people that are joining in, that are new to Kendo, that are like, or they're like in the lower levels of Kendo, I want to make sure that we try to like describe it as much as possible with English. I always call Jan because he gets complicated. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But okay, so Jan, you're also saying you could call it Uchiotoshi Waza, and then it will be Gono Sen, but you didn't think of it. Okay, let's look at it for. Would you call it Otoshi though? Let me see. I guess. I mean, I think at this point we're kind of complicating ourselves. Like you're talking about Otoshi being this right here, like the push of the arms. I think this is. I think it's just like a consequence of the adjustment, right? Now, the big question would be, is this a habit of practice where, he habitually practices getting away from the opponent with awaza, or is this a opening that he saw? Because I think perception wise, right? I think at this point right here, he's already engaged towards the man. I think at this point, he's eyeing that man and said, like, I'm gonna get this man right here. But at this point, I don't know if he knows that Nakamura sensei is going to turn or keep going. So I think he's getting himself ready, and then he strikes as soon as he goes. But I don't know. Again, like we can only assume things. We don't have the right we cannot read his mind. So Shen, Sensen no Sen means the Banawasa, and Gono Sen means Kaeshiwasa. No, and that's kind of what I like to keep it in English because it can get complicated. Give me 1 second. I'll try to break it down. I found a graphic the other day. Oh, I could make a stream next week about it. But okay, it's Shen, because you're Nikyu, right? I don't want to overwhelm you with stuff. Okay, well, maybe Jan already replied. Jan, you said the bana can be sen no sen or sensen no sen depending on the timing. Yeah, and that's why I kind of don't want to confuse Shen. Shen, what we're talking about, a lot of the stuff that we're talking about has to do with timing, with anticipation, with a lot of other concepts that like I don't want to deviate you from the stuff. Like I promise you, I'm going to find an easy way to explain it and to break it down. I'm working on it. I promise you that. So I'll try to give a little bit of that for next stream. Maybe have something like prepared where I can just like put it like on hold on. Maybe I can put it like on the screen, like right here, and we can go over it as we do that. Steve, you saying the Yamada Sensei already judged I cannot say that word, my bad. That he could make spacing so that he let the menwasa come through. You think that's Gono Sen? Sorry guys, you didn't mean to throw off such a headed question. I mean, it's not a headed question, it's fun questions. It's just the fact that like I want to include everybody, so I'm the one like making a headache about it. So, but yeah, no, like man, come on, like that's what we do. This we're trying to like work and improve our Kendo, not only physically but also mentally and educationally, right? Like our way of thinking, our knowledge, and our bodies, we're trying to work it all together. So yeah, no, the question is totally welcome. I'm just trying to find an easy way to, and I mean, and it does help me because I need to prepare something, because I think that's a topic that's going to come a lot between conversations. So that maybe I should have something like right here on the screen that I can just like put and we can talk about it. Okay, but I really haven't heard anybody from the Jordan people letting me know you're here, because I found this video just for you. Not even Jan has said that I'm here. Nothing, man. Get no love. He says that all he knows is love, and he hasn't said nothing. There he goes. There he goes. Okay, Jordan. There you go. Okay, guys. So I found this video. I've been thinking a lot about you know, some of the stuff that I like to show up, and you guys know that I feel that a lot of older videos kind of like highlight Kendo in a different way than nowadays. I found this video. I guess, Jan, could you give us the names, if you don't mind, because I am not that good with these kanjis. But anyways, it's two Jordan players. There's a little bit of a twist here. Hope you guys enjoy it.
そして江戸幸吉選手。川添君は、ここしかの出場で今年の選手権。
Jan, don't worry, don't worry. We'll figure it out later.
これはまた学生剣道にならしたね。非常に体の動き、剣のさばきの速い選手です。江戸選手が157センチ、川添選手が178センチとかなり身長に差がありますので、どのような試合になりますかね。高知県の川添長身でやります。おお、片手上段、小手を取りました。
I'm gonna make a pause after that katate Jordan, because I really liked it. But there's another thing that I want to point out. I think that the wakare, and this is about being a good shimpan, I think the wakare call right here was very good, personally, because not only gave the players or the competitors time to break away if they could have, but then when the time was going to get, you know, too long, Shimpa was like, okay, no, separate. But anyways, watch the ippon one more time. What do you guys think? I think, like, this is not something I found this video and I thought that, hey man, this is not something that we see every day. One-handed Jordan, and just the fact that he's able to create that much speed and that much force and get such a good impact on that, I think it goes to show good wrist work, good kiken taichi, good body work, alertness, man. Like, I don't know, like this. I think this is a great ippon. But anyways, I'll let you guys watch the rest. See that cover.
江戸幸吉選手は32歳、年始6段であります。一方の川添哲夫選手は22歳、4段であります。
Sorry that I'm gonna interrupt, Jan. So if I'm guessing right, if I heard right, the katate Jordan, he's 32. His name is Edo, and I didn't catch the name of the second one, but the other one is 22, right? And Edo is Rokudan, and the other competitor it's Yondan, right? If I caught it right. Yeah, Pokemon. That distance management is just on point.
一方は間合いが明るいということがアンケートに書き添えてありました川添哲夫選手でありますが、この間合いが明るいというのは川上さん、どういうことですか。つまりその自分の内間をよく知っておくてですね、自分の内間で打つ相手の内間を外すということが間合いが明るいわけです。ああ、そうですか。なるほど。相手が先に内間に入ってきたらさっと間合いを切ってですね、離れてしまう。そして自分の内間に入って自分が線をかけて打つのが前が明るいということですね。ああ、そうですか。川添もさすがに選手権を取るほどですから立派ですがね。しかし井戸の方はやや先輩ですからね。金の黒は。
So Edo is katate Jordan and Kawaso is Jordan, right?
どうなりますか。面白い試合ですね。そうですね。
Also the height difference, right?
力とスピードの川添対技のエドと言えますかね。つばぜり合いになりまして別れの声がかかりました。審判は大森藩士、杉江藩士、松崎藩士であります。
Would have thought that today you were gonna watch black and white Kendo videos, huh?
片手上段、左後手を狙いますが、川添は両手もろ手上段。
Theo, you're looking at the one-handed Jordan and your mind going like, wait, is that legal? Is that illegal? No, that's not illegal.
もろ手上段と片手上段。片手上段というのは、まあ、間合いが長く取れるということですかね。
井戸は左利きでしょうね。
あ、そうですか。
今左肩で上段ですからね。
はい。
これは普通には、取らないわけです。
あ、そうですか。
It's not illegal. It's really hard. That's what it is. Kawaso is Jordan, 22 years old. Okay, okay, great. So my Japanese ain't that bad, huh?
には上段だという川添であります。
So Kawazoe Sensei was two-time All Japan Kendo Federation champ. That's awesome. That's awesome. I didn't know that. Thank you for that. Edo at this point is 32 Rokudan Renshi.
都道府県対抗剣道の
I mean, both of them, they're vicious, but that one-handed Jordan is vicious.
片岡で1勝を挙げておりますが、時報の高知県川添対愛知県の江戸の試合は両者1本ずつ取っております。あとどちらの方が1本取りますか。2本取った方が勝ちですから、この両者の激しい
Oh my god, I mean, it's an intense fight. So at this point, both of them have an ippon and both of them have a hansoku.
そうですか。2段3段と打っていく連続技。はい。小手がちょっと浅かったか。
Yeah, the recovery is really amazing on the Katate Jordan. Really amazing.
500グラムぐらいグラムにしたら目方があるわけですから、相当腕力がないとあれはできないんじゃありませんか。
だから左利きだと思います。
そうですね。
最初にね、川添がやや前を近づけたからのが左上段から小手を打ちましたけどね、川添がぐっと前を遠く取りますからね。
So now they're going to Encho. Both of them have one ippon and one of them have one hansoku. Steve, thank you for passing by, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, let's practice. I can't wait. I can't wait to practice Ironman with you. Man, like, don't worry. I barely remember how to keep distance. So, yeah, we're good. We'll get together. You gotta help me out with my Golden. That's what it is. Jan, I think he is, but thank you very much, Steve, for passing by. I really appreciate it, man. Jan, yes, I think he's wearing white kote, which is the thing I was going to mention at the end. Okay. 1 second. I am sorry I'm stopping in the middle of this, but I need you guys to tell me about this. What's up with this? Is this legal? This is what I'm part of, like, is this legal? Look at the hand. He's like, no. Get that hand out. I don't like that hand there. Is that... I think that would have been the Hansoku right there. But I don't know the rules of Katate Yodan. But I think...
細かい動き
I don't know. Yeah, I agree, Jan.
ベテランの江戸対若い川添長身の川添
We'll talk about it in a
両者
second.
1本ずつ
I really don't want you guys to miss the last Ippon.
延長にもつれ込んでおります技法同士の対戦でありますが
短いですね。
ああそうですか
最初はあれで聞いたわけですけどね、最初は間が近かったから風が警戒して遠く間を切りましたから届かないんです。
なるほど、双方上段
I really like how the Shimpan didn't stop the fight right away, right? They had a little bit of time there. I really didn't want you to miss that, guys. That kote at the end is just... Look how fast. Look how quick that was done. And look at it's like there's so much at play. There's so many things going on. Because of his kamae, look at the angle where he has his left hand, right? He has to come to the center, but as he comes to the center, he also launches the sword. So it's a lot of Tenouchi power right there in order to go like that. And then he throws the arm on a straight line. On a straight line to that kote. And blasts it. Blasts it. So the only other highlight I wanted to show, which I kind of lost the timestamp on it, is when Edo gets what's the name of the other participant? I forgot. But when Edo dances around the Jordan player to go out of the court. Hold on, let me see. Tiago, welcome to the chat. Good evening. I'm doing great, man. Like, we're watching this special video with Katate Jordan. Okay, so it was after this. Hold on, let me see where the second Hazoku is. Hold on. Okay, it's right here. So look at the skill. He's going back, and then once he gets into this position, he anchors himself. Oh, it looks like he anchors himself with the right leg, but he actually anchors himself with the left to pivot, and then he's like, whoop. And he goes out with the momentum. So I guess that he thought that he was going to have the person to stop him to go through. But nope, he went through, he let him go by and just went out. Now, just for beauty, let's watch that last kote one more time. Hold on. I am glad that there was no other Hansoku called throughout the match. So let me catch up with the comments. Yeah, you saying that was a great video. It was a blast. Thank you, man. Like, I don't know how I found this video, but I thought I showed it. It showed up my feed, and I was like, I need to share this. You wish that we could watch the Nito Summit video that I say Katate strikes. can you send me a link? Can you like maybe send it on Discord? I could figure out if I can like figure out how way that we can play it. Obviously not for today because we've been here for a while. But Tiago, how old was he in this video? So Edo, which is the Katate Jordan, he was 32 in this video, and the Jordan player, he was 22. So yeah, those were the ages for this match. Guys, I'm going to give you a honest an honest thought that I had. Let me just change the battery of the camera before it dies. 1 second. I know Jan doesn't care, but let me just make sure that you guys have something going on here. But while we were watching the All Japan, the Hachidan All Japan, I saw that those great strikes that Yamamoto Sensei had, and I thought they were really good. But from the very first match, and if you notice, I noticed that his recovery was taking a little bit too long. He was taking a little bit too long after he missed to come back up. I think that's something that Edo did in this match really well. And whenever he wasn't able to come back up by the time that the opponent was coming in, he was able to cover up very quickly. So yeah, like this is something that I want to make sure that I point out, because I think that's very, very important for Jordan players. It's not only just the attack, but also the recovery. Pokemon, could you share the link to that Jordan video, to the Katata Jordan video? Of course. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'll share for everybody. For some reason, my computer, sometimes when I go into like, okay. Hold on, because I actually copied it on a message right before the stream. So let me just copy that and send it to you guys. So yeah, what I was saying about the recovery is that I felt like Yamamoto Sensei was having problems, and I think he was doing great in a lot of the matches. But when it got to the point where he had to fight, after I seen Ega Sensei fight, I was like, I think he's gonna have trouble if he fights someone like that, because Ega Sensei had a lot of intensity and a lot of Renso Kuwasa, right? So I thought that would have been a problem for him, and obviously he didn't make it. So guys, anybody that wants to see the video yourself, if you want to know where I got that video from, I put the link down here in the chat. You guys can go watch it. You guys are welcome to give me your thoughts, give me your opinions. If you have any videos you want to you want me to play on the stream or stuff, I had some people send me some videos, but always want to make it with a theme. We want to make it to the point where like we're doing something to improve our Kendo. We don't just watch videos just to watch videos, even though it's fun. But it's the point of just kind of like, let's make it to the point where we can benefit in our Kendo, in our growth from these videos. Guys, also, I want to say this. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Send it to somebody you think could subscribe. I think I haven't completely decided, but I am 90% sure that what I want to do as a thank you for making it to 1,000 subscribers, I want to make 3 of the practice shinai, 3 of the small practice shinais, and I will send them to 3 different people. I will do it at random. So if you want one, all you will have to do, I'm thinking what will be the best way. I guess just commenting in a video, and I can just like, sort the videos out, sort the comments out, so I can tell who wants a shinai and I can send it. Because I am really appreciative from you guys, that you guys are here, you talk to me, and you push me to improve my Kendo. And that's one of the things that it's kind of like very important to me. I think before starting the stream, I don't know how long, I think it's been like 6 months already, maybe. Let me see. Yeah, maybe about 6 months since I did the first stream. I need to go check. But I think it's crazy how much things have evolved. And the benefit that I've been getting from doing this is that I'm being a lot more critical into my keikos, into watching my keiko. And I feel that I can get quicker and better feedback when I watch a video of my keiko, and I can start fixing it for the next one. So hopefully that's something that is doing to you. Oh, before we wrap this up, I wanted to do a quick little experiment with my external hard drive. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a video of mine, because somebody says like I don't show enough my Kendo in my channel. So I don't know if you noticed what I started doing. I started making like short videos, and I just put like, I'm gonna start putting like maybe like some little things on my Kendo, because I feel kind of weird making like, you know, like an ippon compilation. I feel like it would be like too conceited type of thing to do, to make a full video of like, oh, every time I get an ippon. So I thought it was like, okay, every once in a while I'll just share, you know, a little bit of my Kendo, whether it's good or bad. I'm gonna try to make it a little bit of both. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to see if you guys can, if I can play from my external hard drive a video and it will run without a problem. So if you guys can give me a little bit of feedback on that, that'll be amazing. Because that way I can share with you some of the stuff that I did in Japan, and some of the stuff that you know, it will be too big to fit in my computer. Let me see. And this one that I prepared for you guys, actually it's me against a Jordan player, because, you know, Jordan hype, because you guys like Jordan. Okay, this one has a little bit better quality, so I can make it a little bit bigger. It'll be fine. So let me give you a little bit of feedback on this one. This is my last practice at Kobe University. At this point, I think this was my third practice of the day. This was my last day doing Kendo in Japan, so I wanted to do as much Kendo as I could. And this practice, these kids, I'm gonna tell you, one of their practices, I think a lot of times, it was harder than the practices I was doing at the police in Osaka. The difference is though that they do it twice or maybe 3 times a week, where Osaka police does it every day, twice a day. So their practices were really long and they were really intense. And this was my very, very, very last practice before I left Japan, I believe. And so needless to say, I was tired. But yeah. So let me know, the main thing that I want to know here is that if this video runs fine. And like, I think we're like too nice with each other. Oh, I'm the one not in Jordan. I'm the one on the right. Oh, and the camera works horrible too. That's why I didn't want to do it too long on this one. And I think, yeah, I think that was, hold on. So yeah, so guys, did it run okay? Obviously I'm not gonna play you the whole video. I just wanted to do a little bit at the beginning. And like the camera gets worse though, because like the girl that grabbed the camera, I left it in a corner and she was like, oh, I'll film you, and she's like going everywhere. And it's just like, I really don't like shaky cameras. So it might be, but it's a bit laggy. Okay, the video is really choppy, right? Like, because what's happening is that it's going from my hard drive. It's going from my hard drive. Yeah, so that's what it is. I will have to, okay, so that sucks. So yeah, I will have to download it into my computer in order for you guys to watch it. So yeah, I mean, that sucks. The reason why I say that is because I have a lot of videos that, you know, when I edit it, I will have to like download it on my computer, chop it up, then delete the one on my computer, and so it's a little bit of a process. So this one's gonna be a way to like kind of expedite some of the videos that I wanted to show you. But obviously with external hard drives, a little bit laggy. So yeah, Jan, I think it was external hard drive, because the external hard drive is going, you know, through a dongle, because Mac doesn't have a regular USB. I have to go through the, anyways. So yeah, it's a pain. Shen, you're saying upload it to YouTube? YouTube have an option to go frame by frame with the forward and back key. Oh, really? Damn, now you're making me. Okay, I'll try it on my own. I'll try it on my own. Let me see. Okay, I'll check it out. I can do it. I can do it too if I download it. The problem is obviously that you know, put it in my computer is going to take a lot of weight, and because of the videos I do. Anyways, I'll figure something out. I just wanted to know. Thank you for the feedback. Because the main thing I wanted to know is I wanted to make sure. I wanted to see if it would run from the hard drive or not, and obviously it's a no-go. Guys, please, if you haven't, consider subscribing to the channel. I am so close to 1,000 subscribers. I really want to make it there. For what I'm understanding, I'm seeing that you guys are getting commercials already on my channel. So I'm guessing that if I'm monetized, it's not going to be any different. I guess I'll you know, I'll get pennies from it, but I will have control over the. I'm guessing I'm gonna have control over some of the ads. So I'll try to check it out, because one of the things that I find annoying is the little bar that shows up like at the bottom of the video, and I'll see if I can things out. But if I make it to 1,000, I'll be able to have that power. And the most important thing is I'll be able to stream from my phone, which is kind of what I really want to do in order, you know, when this whole debacle goes away, that I can travel. So that would be awesome. If you guys can please subscribe, share these videos, and let everybody know, hey, listen, this is what Kendo is. Let's make this bigger. I'll appreciate it. Guys, any questions or anything else before I go? Anything you guys want to mention or ask me about? Oh, let me leave the Discord link, so that way when I get off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload the pictures from the for the dummy that I mentioned at the beginning of the stream. So if you guys want to try to replicate it or change the design, you guys can do that. And now my Discord is not. Oh, Shen, you're saying that to use the forward and backwards capability in YouTube, I have to pause the video first, and then I'll be able to, what's it called, to go frame by frame. I didn't know that. I'll try in a little bit after I'm done doing some stuff that I need to be doing. Okay, invite people. Oh my god, why can't I find the things when? Okay, guys, I'm going to leave the Discord link right here if you guys want to join the server and get the pictures. I'll put it in the Kendo resources tab. So hopefully that will be something that, you know, will be beneficial for you guys if you want it. But guys, I think this is. I'm gonna wrap it up for today. I really had fun with a lot of these videos. If you have any videos that you want to, you know, share with the stream and, you know, we talk about it, analyze it, please let me know. I'll be showing more of my videos as well. And yeah, stay tuned for the video that I'm gonna post this week. If you have any suggestions of any videos you want me to make, please let me know. But in the meantime, guys, please, like, stay safe. And if you need anything, let me know, okay? You guys have a good rest of your weekend. For those of you who have work tomorrow and need to go to sleep now, like Jan, have a good night. Have a good week. I'll see you guys next week, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.